Hey everyone, James here from Haswings. Today we're talking about something many of you have been asking for, travelling with your pets. It can be a wonderful experience, but it does require some extra planning to make sure your furry friends are safe and comfortable. So, let's dive into what you need to know to make your trip as smooth as possible. Before you head out, preparation is key. It's important to ensure your pet is ready for the journey, whether you're flying or going on a road trip. Here are some key things to keep in mind. First, visit the vet. Before any trip, especially if it's long distance or international, make sure your pet is in good health. A quick visit to the vet can ensure your pet's vaccinations are up to date and you can get any required health certificates for travel. For international travel, some countries have specific vaccination or quarantine requirements, so it's important to check those well in advance. Next, identification is crucial. Accidents happen, and in the unfortunate event your pet gets lost, having proper identification is crucial. Make sure your pet's collar has an up-to-date ID tag with your contact information. A microchip is also a great added layer of security and can help reunite you with your pet if they get lost. Comfort items are also important. Bring along familiar items like your pet's bed, a favourite toy, or blanket. These can help reduce anxiety during travel and provide comfort, especially if your pet is unfamiliar with new surroundings. Lastly, don't forget food and water. Pack enough of your pet's regular food for the trip, along with a portable water bowl. Changing your pet's food suddenly while travelling can cause digestive upset, so it's best to stick to their normal diet. Now, if you're hitting the road, there are a few things to keep in mind to keep your pet safe and happy. First, always use a pet restraint or carrier. Letting your pet roam freely in the car can be dangerous, both for them and for you as the driver. A secured carrier or pet seatbelt can prevent injuries in case of sudden stops or accidents. If you're planning on using a carrier, make sure it's well ventilated and that your pet has enough space to move comfortably. Also, try to plan breaks every couple of hours. Pets, like humans, need to stretch their legs, use the bathroom, and get some fresh air. Make sure to bring a leash and keep your pet on it during stops to prevent any sudden dashes into traffic. Lastly, never leave your pet alone in a parked car. Even with the windows cracked, cars can heat up quickly, putting your pet at risk of heat stroke, especially during warmer months. Flying with pets can be a little more complicated, but with some planning, it's manageable. The first thing to do is check the airline's pet policy. Different airlines have different rules about flying with pets, and it's important to know these ahead of time. For example, some airlines allow small pets to travel in the cabin with you, while others may require pets to be checked in as cargo. If your pet is flying in the cabin, they'll need to be in a carrier that fits under the seat in front of you. When flying, you'll also want to check for layovers. Short layovers are preferable, as pets left in cargo for long periods could get stressed or uncomfortable. For pets flying as cargo, many airlines recommend getting your pet used to their travel crate before the trip. This way, it feels more like a safe space rather than an unfamiliar place. Lastly, try to book a direct flight if possible. Fewer connections mean less time in transit, which is easier on your pet. Once you've reached your destination, finding pet-friendly accommodations is a must. Luckily, more hotels and vacation rentals are catering to travellers with pets. Many websites now allow you to filter searches to only show pet-friendly options. Some places even offer special amenities like pet beds, treats, and designated walking areas. When you arrive, it's a good idea to set up a home base for your pet. This could be a quiet corner where you put their bed, food, and water. It helps create a familiar environment, which can reduce stress after a long journey. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips to keep in mind when travelling with your pets. Always keep your pet's medical records handy, especially if you're crossing borders or flying. Some places may ask to see proof of vaccinations or a health certificate. Make sure to plan activities that are pet-friendly. While you might want to visit that fancy restaurant or museum, it's important to know where your pet is allowed and where they're not. Look for parks, trails, and outdoor activities where your pet can enjoy the trip as much as you do. And finally, be patient. Travelling can be a little stressful for pets, so try to stay calm and keep your routine as normal as possible. Well, that's it for today's guide on travelling with pets. I hope these tips help make your next trip a smooth one for you and your furry friend. If you have any questions or tips of your own, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.